What would you do if your doll came to life at 3 a.m.? Imagine being in a dark room, surrounded by an eerie silence, and suddenly you see your doll's eyes moving, its lips curling into a sinister smile. Would you scream, would you run, or would you be too paralyzed with fear to do anything? Haunted dolls have a reputation for being some of the most terrifying entities in folklore. They're often associated with dark magic, curses, and malevolent spirits. Tonight, we're going to put the legend to the test. We're going to try and stay awake until 3 a.m. and see if our haunted doll truly comes to life. Staying awake until 3 a.m. is a challenge in itself. It's a time when our bodies are at their most vulnerable, when our minds are most susceptible to suggestions. It's the perfect breeding ground for fear and paranoia. As we sit here, waiting for the clock to strike 3, I can feel my heart racing, my senses on high alert. What if I really do see something? What if it's not just my imagination playing tricks on me? The hours tick by at a glacial pace. I try to distract myself by thinking about other things, but my mind keeps coming back to the doll. I've seen videos of people capturing evidence of paranormal activity, but I've always been skeptical. Is it just clever editing, or is something more sinister at play? As the minutes tick down, my skepticism is slowly eroding. I've heard stories of people who had experiences with haunted objects. They talk about the feeling of being watched, the sense of unease that permeates every waking moment. I've always been fascinated by these stories, but I've never experienced anything like that myself. Until now, that is. As I sit here waiting for 3 a.m., I can feel eyes upon me. I can feel a presence in the room, watching me, waiting for me. My grandparents used to tell me stories about haunted dolls when I was a kid. They'd talk about how these dolls would come to life at night and play tricks on people. I never believed them, of course. I thought they were just trying to scare me. But now, as I sit here, waiting for 3 a.m., I'm not so sure. Maybe there's truth to those old stories. Maybe these dolls really do have a life of their own. I've had my fair share of creepy experiences, but nothing can prepare me for what's about to happen. As the clock strikes 3, I'm going to try and capture evidence of the doll coming to life. I'll be taking photos, recording video, and documenting every little detail. Will I capture something paranormal, or will it just be my imagination running wild? It's 3 a.m. The room is silent. The air is thick with anticipation. I'm staring at the doll, my heart pounding in my chest. And then I see it. The doll's eyes flicker, its mouth twitches. I feel a chill run down my spine as I realize that I'm not alone in the room. Something is looking back at me, something malevolent. The experience is surreal, otherworldly. I'm trying to process what I'm seeing, trying to make sense of it. But deep down, I know that I'm not crazy. I know that I'm not imagining things. The doll is alive, and it's looking right at me. Looking back on the experience, I'm still trying to process what happened. Was it real, or was it just my imagination playing tricks on me? One thing's for sure, I'll never look at dolls the same way again. For believers and skeptics alike, the experience raises more questions than answers. Are haunted dolls real, or are they just the product of our fevered imaginations? Thanks for watching, and if you've got any thoughts on haunted dolls, leave them in the comments below. Do you believe in the paranormal, or do you think it's all just hooey? Let's discuss. And if you've got any other creepy topics you'd like to see explored in future videos, let me know. Until next time, stay spooky.